Do you have seasonal customers? These are customers that really want your service part of the year, and then the other part of the year, not so much. I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, if you are new here, I am super excited. Thank you for joining me here. We ask that you subscribe so that when you come back to YouTube or you come back to your podcast app, that we are here in your homepage waiting for you, and we can pick up the conversation and help you with your cleaning and also help you grow a cleaning business. All right, so today the question comes from a house cleaner who asked this.
Hi, Angela. Love your show. Hey, I was just wondering, when customers are seasonal, they start out every 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden when winter comes, they say, you know what, don't come over for another week or two. Let's push it all the way till springtime. How do you keep those customers in place every week or two religiously? Thanks.
All right, that is a very tricky question, and the answer is when you sign up a customer, you have an option. You can sign them up just willy-nilly and have no agreements in place, or you can make a concrete agreement from day one that says if you hire our service in the next 2 weeks, I can lock in this rate for you for the duration of 1 year. If during the time you cancel your service of the 1 year, all bets are off, and should you ever come back to us, whatever our going rate is at the time will be the going rate that we charge you. Now, when you lock that in place from day one, what you are is planting a seed to the customer that says, should you cancel your service later on in the year, I cannot guarantee your pricing and I cannot guarantee your slot. Because we only have a certain amount of hours in the day, and we only have a certain amount of work hours in a week. And so unless we have multiple people with free time on their schedule, we can't just send someone else over without hiring someone new. So we can't always accommodate them. They'll have to go to another cleaning service. And so if somebody really likes you and they want the service that you provide at the price you offer, they can't just cancel their service randomly, okay? So that first and foremost is how you lock in a customer to the time slot so that they don't give you up halfway through the year. Now, we know just by the history of house cleaning that November, December, and January are very slow months of the year for some house cleaners. And I say some because some people have not figured out that that could be your busiest time of the year, which at Savvy Cleaner has always been our busiest time of the year. But here's why. We book the time slots throughout the holidays starting in September, October, and November. And we book them out and we get paid for them in advance. And so then there's no reason to cancel because the customer has already paid, right? And they've paid for it when they had money. When you get close to the holidays and people are spending on Christmas gifts, they have year-end taxes, property taxes, they have bills to pay, they've got car property tax or whatever. They have other bills that are going to deadline at the end of the year. And then in the spring, they've got taxes they have to pay. So there's this weird window of, oh my goodness, my finances just got tight. So we want to get their money before we get to that really big year-end crunch where money is an object. And I'll share this with you. Many people cancel their service because of the money issue. Oh, I need to save a couple $100 a week. I think I'll cancel my house cleaner. But if the house cleaner was already paid for, why come on over? Now, you said a seasonal customer, but I want to share with you this. Seasonal does not pertain to the house cleaning industry, okay? So we are not like landscapers where we have a beautiful green grassy yard outside and then half the year there's snow. We're not like that at all. We are on the inside of their house where they live 24/7 and their showers still get dirty, dust still builds up, they still have pet hair, they still need our help, okay? So there is no seasonal in the house cleaning business. And I just want to remind you of that. So going into the fall, what we want to do is we want to put together packages. Now at Savvy Cleaner, we have a program. It's an upsell package. We also have several packages and programs that we teach that teach you how to book a maintenance clean, how to book a deep clean, and how to book special packages that you can sell throughout the year to keep revenues coming in so that your bills are always paid on time and you're not dependent on the customers that may push you or may slide your cleaning into another time. Now, one of the things that I might also recommend is have a policy of 2 times. If you cancel your cleaning 2 times in a row, you're off our schedule, okay? And the reason for that is not to be ugly, and it's not to say, oh, you canceled on me twice and I'm not up for it. What it's to say is, I can't guarantee your slot because if you canceled on me twice, you might cancel on me 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and I could be selling that time slot to someone else. So you cancel twice, over, right? And so you have to have rules and regulations in place. Once those rules are specified to the customer and you've made it clear, you will find you have very, very, very little pushback because the customers are like, oh, I'm going to lose my slot. Oh, I'm going to lose my rate. Oh, they're going to be so booked during the holidays, they're not going to be able to fit me in. But if you start booking those spring cleanings and those holiday cleanings and the holiday decorations and the holiday decoration cleanup and all of those in advance, by the time it comes November, December, January, it's already on the schedule. Now, we do give our customers first right of refusal, saying you can cancel at any time. But once they've paid for it, they're like, well, I still need the service, right? Because I still have Christmas tree decorations and I've got dead pine needles all over. And there's wrapping paper and there's holiday stuff and there's all kinds of extra dishes and whatever happened over the holiday, they still need your help. And since they've already paid for it, they're like, sure, come on over, right? So you get very little cancellation for people that have already paid for the service in advance. And for people that are not sure, you can build the price of the holiday cleaning into the top of the year, which is going to be your January, February, March, April, May, through the first part of the year, and then split the cost up and amortize that over the winter months when they know their budgets are going to be tight. So there are a couple of ways to spring that, but we lose very, very little customers and have for years. Just you keep the same customers forever because we figured out a way so that there was no out. We did not give them an out where they could just say, well, just why don't you come in a few months? You can't hold a spot for a few months. You still have bills to pay, and so you have to sell that slot. Even if they're the greatest customer on earth, you have to sell the slot to be true to your business and your employees and your family and everybody that you're trying to support. So I love the fact that you love your customers. I love the fact that you're trying to keep it steady, but you have to sell the service way early in the year, and then you have to back end it with a whole bunch of special projects and deep cleanings that are going to then encourage your customers not to cancel. All right, I hope that helps a little bit. If it does, give us a thumbs up. If you have questions, leave them in the comments below. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.